Actually, yeah, let me think how I can say it in a much better way without fumbling. That's interessant. Findacious. So you should think that the sentence is starting from here, from after testo and whatever adjective you are using.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and after that the sentence is starting again in your head, not exactly, not on paper. Okay, so ich finde
Mm-hmm.
es, but finde and then ich. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so your sentence is ich finde es. If you just say ich finde es, the sentence means I find it. Interessante is an extra information you are providing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just considered in this format not to be a part of this sentence ich finde es. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it gets much better. Let's look for one more. We have 10 more examples. So look at this example, think carefully. And here it's not even a sentence, right? So in the first part, the bigger the problem, it's not even a sentence. So if we just say ye, bigger, the problem in German, I think your German is good enough.
Problem.
Ye, no, entire sentence, please.
Mm,
The bigger, how do you say big, bigger, biggest?
gross, grosser.
Yeah, so ye,
Gross. A,
grosser.
it's like okay. A grosser.
And just say, how do you say the problem in German in normal, like
Das
nominative case?
Problem.
Yeah, now be careful. The more difficult it is to solve, so you will say desto
So
more
one small
difficult.
question here:
Yeah.
a grosser problem or is it a grosser das Problem?
It's up to you. If you want to add an article, you can add. It depends. Up to you. Sometimes we use article, sometimes we don't use article, right? Depending on the context of the sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I
Sometimes
get
you
it.
sun. Sometimes you say sun has come up. Sometimes you say that the sun has come up. Depends what
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to convey. So
Mm-hmm.
focus on the second sentence, please. If I have answered your question, so how do you say the more difficult? So you will say desto, and you will say more, and you will say. So you don't have to say more. You can just tell me how do you say difficult. So difficult is what is difficult, guys? In German?
Schwer,
Schwer is okay. You can say
hard,
schwer, but even a person can be schwer. Let's say if I start eating McDonald's
heavy.
every day for the next 2 months, I will be schwer.
Yeah, heavy.
Yeah. So not schwer. What is L? Think in terms of mathematics.
Schwierig.
Schwierig or schwierig, depending on where you live, right? Pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
So it is schwierig. Now one level higher.
Schwieriger.
Yeah. So desto schwieriger. Then the verb, conjugated verb.
Desto schwieriger. Mm,
Now be careful. Be careful.
sein ist es.
Used S. Now to solve. How do you say to?
Zu absolvieren.
Absolvieren. No, absolvieren is like to finish your masters, like
Hausarbeit.
master absolvieren, Prüfung absolvieren. How do you say solve? Solve this problem for me. Or your boss say, how do you say I have a solution? We discussed this last time, right? Solution.
Ich habe eine Losung.
Yes, and just convert Lösung to verb.
Losen.
Yeah,
Losen is question. To solve.
yeah, but
Ah,
not lösen. Okay.
losen. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep
Desto
your tongue
schwieriger.
towards the bottom part of, like, press your tongue towards the bottom part of your jaw in your mouth, and then you will say
Äh, mhm. Desto schwieriger ist es zu losen.
okay, thank you very much. Let's see if Manda wants to participate. So je größer das Problem ist, desto schwieriger ist es zu lösen. Okay, now it's your turn.
We should also. Okay, I missed the verb in the
Which
first
word?
sentence.
You did
Ist.
not say. Okay, you don't really have to say it. I mean, I don't know why I wrote it. You don't have to say it.
Okay.
So you can just, for example, if let's say if you invite me for dinner, with your family, and I come there, and you give me food, and you say like, "Oh, do you want more?" I will say, "Yeah, मैं desto besser." You know. The
If you
more
give
the
me,
better.
it's better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you don't need. So this ye desto, that dot 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 can be a sentence, can be. I mean, you need at least this adjective. So you need adjectives, right? So these dot dot dots, they must be adjectives, but in
Mm-hmm.
comparative format, right? And then you can add a sentence if you want to. It need not be a sentence. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. More questions?
It still looks a little
Yeah, but
complicated, but maybe.
it's difficult. I mean, it gets better. I mean, it gets better when like it gets easier if you practice. But I don't think you need. I mean, just remember this. Ye mein desto. Just remember to say like ye adjective desto adjective. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right? The more the merrier. The less the better. Ye veni ka desto better. Just learn. At least remember ye adjective desto adjective. This much you should remember.
Okay.
Yes, Manda, do you want to try the sentence? The more you
Okay.
practice, yeah.
ये mer du yuban.
Come on, Euban is infinitive format. You have to conjugate it for
Practice, yeah, I I guess used.
yes,
Okay. ये mer du used. Desto besserer.
not besserer, just besser. Okay, ignore at playing the piano. Just tell me how do you say desto the better you will become.
Desto besser werde.
So it's even though it sounds like future tense, you will
Yeah.
become. You can just say you become, right? I will become
Okay.
an engineer. How do you say I will become an engineer? You remember the
Ich
you?
werde
Yeah, ich werde
Ingenieur.
eine Ingenieurin, right?
Okay. Eine Ingenieur.
So how do you say the better you will become?
Desto besser
You conjugate the verb werden for the subject that you are using.
uh, wirst
Do.
du.
That's it.
Okay.
Now sentence one more time, please.
Je mehr du übst, desto besser werde du wirst.
Okay. Now desto besser wirst du. Okay.
Okay.
Wirst du. Okay. Ich werde, du wirst, er, sie, es wird. Ihr werdet, blah 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 werden. Okay. I hope you know what blah blah is like. Z Z, small z, capital S
Yeah,
Z.
yeah, 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 yeah.
At playing the piano, I will give you the answer, but tell me how do you say?
Spielen,
If you know, you can say give the answer. At playing the piano,
spielen die Klavier.
but you have to say it with the entire sentence.
At desto besser du wirst.
Ah, come on. Desto besser than the conjugated verb.
Okay. Desto besser willst du.
Not willst du, wirst du. So say
Yeah.
wie, us, wirst. Or
Yeah,
wirst.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Desto besser wirst du at
Piano spielen, you can always cheat. In exam, don't
playing.
real life, you can just say, right? Desto besser wirst du am Piano spielen.
Okay.
Yeah. Now tell me if I want to say the more practice, the better the salary.
Uh, je mehr
Think of this example, the bigger the problem. So ye may, the more the practice. How do you say the practice?
Übung. Die Übung.
You boom practice.
Oh yeah, Übung.
Either
Übung
way,
is die Übung.
practice.
The more the Übung, sorry, je mehr die Übung, uh,
Yeah.
desto besser
The salary.
salary.
How do you say? Come on, the salary. You should know this.
Yesterday you told, I forgot.
Something. Okay. Maybe. Do you know Chandu salary? Of course, you know, right?
Gehalt.
Yeah. Come on, there, Didas.
Uh, This is the most trickiest part. I would say der Gehalt,
I think it is, even I know, I
das
know for
Gehalt.
sure it is not feminine. I think it is das Gehalt, but yeah, just
I
check.
think so. It should be in between there and this.
Yeah, okay, you can check. So yeah, I think it is das Gehalt because I don't know why do I know this because I have seen people saying mm, I know it by intuition. I cannot explain, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, yeah.
Mm.
By intuition, I'm like I may have heard someone say it, and my brain knows it is das, but maybe I'm wrong. You can just check meanwhile. So what I'm saying, the example that you gave, right, that you gave right now, right? Okay, by the way, it's German, but I just want to say that I was wrong. Like practice verb, it is se, and the example that we like, the exercise, it is ce. This is it should be s over here, and if you say the exercise, the practice, it should be ce. So ce is a noun, se is a verb. Okay, not relevant for this class, but just wanted to have that mentioned. Je mehr du übst, desto besser wirst du im Klavier spielen. You can say im Klavier spielen, am Klavier spielen. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will go with im because I think that's how people normally say. But if you say people will just, I mean, I hope you know what I mean. Next sentence, please.
Uh, Geh schnell.
How do you say sooner? Okay.
Schnell.
No, schnell is like fast.
Früher,
Früher, right? So früh
früher.
is, yeah. So
Äh,
yes, please.
sagen?
The verb, it's früher, früher. Like, Frühstück, früher.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Früher is early, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you can use it here.
Okay, okay.
If you want to say, like, you can
Yeah,
also say eher, so eher is, for example, eher as a noun means, like, marriage, eher as an adjective
yeah,
means,
yeah.
you know, yeah. Here you can also say, je eher wir starten, desto eher, how do you say, we will finish?
Finish. Fertig.
You don't have to give me exactly, just tell me, how do you say, we are done, we will finish, we will complete.
Complete is and beenden.
Yeah, now use it. How do you say it in future tense? Like if you have to say we finish is we abandon, how do you say we will finish?
Wir werden beenden.
Yes. So now now in this context, the conjugated verb will be at the beginning and
Je schnell, sorry, je früher wir starten, desto früher
conjugated verb.
werden beenden.
You forgot the subject.
I told.
So werden,
Je,
and after that wir.
yeah,
You did not say wir. It's on record.
I told before
But
werden.
here also
Je
you have to say.
früher
Here
wir
also you have
werden beenden. Okay, I
Okay.
was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, so please read this sentence for me.
Je früher wir anfangen, desto eher werden wir fertig sein.
Okay. So
Fertig.
I'm using two different adjectives for the same word, it's up to you. So
Yeah.
just a on its own as a noun, it means like, the a. I hope you know that. If no, it's not relevant. Problem. A on its own, it can also mean, let me give you an example.
Rather.
Yeah, rather, right? It also means rather, no? But here it means like, it also means this, like sooner. Okay. Am
Okay.
ersten is also like, okay. You can try this one as well.
The more people know about a product, The more will buy it. A mare loiter.
The verb will be at the last position, so you can forget about it for now. How do you say about a product?
Über ein Produkt.
Come on, speak it like a German. Product is not product in German. So,
Produkt.
yeah, product. Yeah.
Produkt.
But then there the das.
I think product is das Produkt.
If you think it is thus, then use the correct article, please. Correct indefinite article.
Okay, ein.
Ein. If we think it is thus, it should be ein. Because,
Ein.
yeah, right, nominative, accusative, it is still ein. Now the entire
Ja.
sentence, please.
Je mehr Leute über das Produkt,
Come on, ein Produkt.
sorry, über ein Produkt ähm, no,
How do you say I know him, I know her?
wissen.
Wissen, right? Why not kennen? You know,
Ja,
but kennen will be something like, uh, I said like, how do I know someone? It should, for example, I know Herr Scholz. Okay, I don't know him, but let's say I know Herr Scholz. So I will not say ich weiß Herr Scholz. I will say ich kenne Herr Scholz. There is a difference.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
But if I want to say I know this concept, it will also be, ich kenne das concept. But if I'm talking about, there is a difference, know about. So this will be wissen. Okay.
Yeah, wissen is like knowledge and
Yeah.
know is like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Difficult to explain, but very easy to understand, right? Yeah.
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 Je
Continue.
mehr Leute über ein Produkt kennen, desto,
Come on. Wissen,
okay, wissen,
right?
uh, yeah,
If I replace
de-
about, then you can say use kennen, right? For example, the more people know a product, then you can say kennen.
mhm.
I'm saying about.
Okay. Über ein Produkt wissen, desto mehr es, desto mehr kaufen, desto mehr werden es kaufen.
So here in the second sentence you say desto mehr werden es kaufen. That means es wird kaufen. It is not buying. We are buying it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated. No problem. That's yeah. So desto mehr. Why did I write it? It should be the es kaufen. I should
Okay.
fire my secretary because I'm my secretary. Yeah, slides is not good. So desto mehr werden die es kaufen. Okay. The reason is that you have the conjugated die werden es kaufen or desto mehr werden Leute es kaufen. So Leute werden es kaufen, but we interchange the positions of the subject and the.
Is it really necessary that we should use werden? Can't we directly say Leute ist kaufen?
You can say it. It's not necessary. Yeah. As long as
Okay.
people know what you're saying, it's fine.
Mm.
Yeah. For example, I buy it. I will buy it. I can just say, ich kaufe das. Ich werde es kaufen. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if you let's say if we are at a flow market and we are haggling and at the end I want to say I want to buy it or I will buy it. Even if I say ich kaufe es, the shopkeeper knows right what I mean. I'm not saying I have been buying it. He knows what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
now you can try this sentence, Chandu. Ah, boy,
The
no.
answer is already there. Okay.
If
The
you
more
remember,
I
you
think
can give the
about it,
answer. Yeah.
the less I understand the situation. A mare, uh,
Subject. Everything else.
ish, ish. Uber is nachdenken.
Very good.
Desto weniger,
Conjugated verb.
weniger verstehe ich das
Subject.
Pro verstehe ich die Situation.
Correct.
I don't know
No, it's correct.
if it's
Correct.
the, that's the.
No, come on. It has to be. Okay. Anything ending with tion is the. Okay.
Okay, just like
Yeah.
Okay.
Situation. Yeme ishtaribun. Yeah. So you use the correct. You can just say Daryuba. I Daryuba, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
right, you can say Yuba S or you can say Daryuba. About something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For example, if you want to say, I am waiting for it, how will you say, I'm waiting for it? Ich
Ich
warte.
warte auf etwas.
Or you can say, Ich warte darauf.
Okay.
Yeah, assuming that the other person knows, right, what so you know uh, this is like, this is not the first sentence in the conversation. Let's say you and I work in the same office, and I'm working on a problem, and right, and we are talking
Mm-hmm.
about it, and then I say, weißt du, Chandu, je mehr ich darüber nachdenke, desto weniger verstehe ich. Right? So this
Mm-hmm.
is like somewhere in the middle of the conversation, so you know what S is.
Okay.
uh, this this sentence, as I said, like, this is not so relevant, but we have to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Besser das oder die Technologie,
Technology. Oh,
Technologie,
yeah.
die Technologie
Hmm.
uh, becomes.
What is the word?
Can we
How do you say the tea will get cold? Come on, the verb werden.
werden? Okay. Besser die Technologie wird,
Yeah.
ähm, desto einfacher, einfacher will be. Ist,
You
ist,
can say, you can say something like, so just let's will be, right? So it's,
mhm,
be is like to be. How do you say to be in German? What is the verb for to be? It's the sein,
sein.
right?
Ja.
Yeah. So now,
Mhm.
but future tense, so you will use werden. So conjugate.
Werden sein, ist werden.
Yeah, yeah. Now, desto einfacher, the conjugated verb, werden.
Desto einfacher werden äh,
No, not werden.
und
Here it is our life. Even though I'm talking about our life, but life is still singular, right? I'm not saying lives, I'm saying life,
wird unsere
not unsere.
Leben,
Unser. Leben, Leben is
unser,
single. Leben
das
is
Leben,
das Leben. Yeah.
unser Leben ist
Wird unser Leben sein.
sein. Oh,
Right?
ja.
Yeah. Or you can just say, desto einfacher wird unser Leben. Okay.
Mhm.
This one, this is already there. You try this one. You can replace movie with something else. The longer you talk, the more tired I become. The longer I have to sit in the meeting, the more tired I become. The longer the project goes, the less interest I have for the project. You can say things like this. But for now, you have to say this.
Mm, lange,
Not longer, länger.
länger, with the A umlaut, right?
Yeah, A umlaut, not A umlaut.
Sorry, A umlaut. Lange,
Not
länger,
longer, länger.
länger,
Yeah,
ähm, das Film dauert.
das Film.
Der Film,
Der Film. Yeah.
der Film dauert. Desto mehr.
No, just how, so Muda,
Desto, Muda.
right? So you don't have to pronounce the R, but you know it is R, right? So that's the Muda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Desto, Muda. Uh, werde ich sein?
Why is Sein now? You can just say, I mean,
Werde
you
ich.
you can also say where the ish Sein, like the more tired I will be, but where the ish is also fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Je länger der Film dauert, desto müde werde ich. Now, Manda, please try this sentence.
Ja. Je mehr Erfahrung hast du
The verb
Mm-hmm.
is at the last
am
position.
Ende? Ja, ja, ja. Je mehr Erfahrung du hast, je mehr, desto,
How do you say
je mehr
confident?
confident.
One must be confident. Every advertisement you read, they will write, like the person should be confident, should be open minded. Come on. How do you say confidence then? How do you say self confidence? I have confidence in me. How do you say self confidence? Come on.
Selbst,
No, it's not like so. It's bewusst. So self confidence is Selbstbewusstsein. Confident is bewusst.
bewusst. Okay.
Selbstbewusst. Okay. You should know these things. The reason I am expecting all this from you
Yeah,
because in the beginning I had asked you to write about your day. Like from the time you wake up till the time you sleep, and I'm pretty sure there were, yeah, confidence should be a part of your day. Continue.
yeah, okay. Desto bewusster.
Not bewusster, selbstbewusster.
Okay. Desto selbstbewusster du
No. Immediately after this, you have the conjugated verb.
okay. Desto selbstbewusst werde du
No. You
in
say, though it is not
deiner,
it is wirst.
okay, yeah, sorry. Wirst du in deiner Job
Not job. How do you say job in German?
Stelle?
No. Stelle is a position.
Arbeit, sorry, Arbeit.
Arbeit. The Arbeit is there, the das.
Um, der,
If I am going to give you 100 euros right now and you have to take a guess what it will be.
I think that's Arbeit.
Yeah, you lost 100 euros. It is the Arbeit. Yeah.
Okay.
You should always learn the reason, like everything you learn just, but the reason I talk about money, uh,
Yeah, but I remember it as the Arbeit Stelle. So,
yeah, yeah. Continue,
uh,
continue. Yeah, question.
no, du, wirst du in deiner Arbeitsstelle?
Not Arbeit, just Arbeit.
Ja, in deiner Arbeit
Yeah, yeah, or an deine
sein.
Arbeit.
Ja,
Not design, deine Arbeit. Right?
äh, ist.
Ist, what ist?
Again, I'm using is like it is will become right. So werde ist.
Wirst sein.
Right? If you don't have to conjugate the other verb, right?
Okay.
So how do you say?
Rohit, I can also write in Dynam job, right?
Yes, you can say. Yeah, job is also like now there the das. It's not the for sure.
Whether it's
That's
there or thus, I thought it's einem. So I just
No, no, you
wrote
are correct.
einem
Your
job.
answer is correct. But I mean, your answer is correct because but if I let's say if you say if
I would go with their job.
I also think so. Yeah, but if it's an English word which they are using in German, if you have to take a guess, go with das. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because if I cannot vouch for this, but what I can recollect from my memory, if it is an English word which they are using in German language, and they the story goes like this. At least this is what I can remember. I may be wrong. If it's a new word, they keep this in the neutral zone. Okay, and
no,
after
it
some
is
time,
their
cancel it.
job. I
Sorry.
just checked.
What is
It
it?
is their job.
There? Okay, yeah. It is their job. But whenever you learn something, if you're not sure, if you have to take a guess, go for thus. Because any new English word in the beginning, it is neutral. After some time, they decide, the authority
Uh,
decides which place it should go.
mhm.
So that's the Selbstbewusster wirst du in deinem Job. Okay. So Selbstbewusster. I have also seen some people just say, like man muss confident sein. They just use it as it is. You can also do it. Don't do it in exam. They will cut your marks. This one.
I mostly use like for some things like when I'm tell people how to do yoga, I just say wenn du sicher bist, du kannst das machen. So I never say bewusst, but I mostly use sicher for.
Yeah, you can actually say, but here you will say sicherer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Selbstbewusst is one word. You know, for
Okay.
example, your boss says, "Are you sure?" He will not say, "I know." Are you Selbstbewusst? He will say, I use sicher."
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there is you can use them. So you can use sicher whenever you don't want to use Selbstbewusst, but not the other way around, right?
Okay. And Selbstbewusster is the whole word for being confident.
Selbstbewusst is an adjective, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And confidence, the noun is Selbstbewusstsein. You can check. I'm just recollecting what I can think of from my
That's
library.
verb, right? If there is sign.
No, no, it's a noun. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It should be, I think, thus or there. Definitely not the, but it will be there or thus. Selbstbewusstsein. It's a long word. I mean, don't need to know, but yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, answer please.
The Hyoha.
Not they, ye.
Oh yeah, sorry. Ye Hyoher. I'm guessing the temperature.
Plural.
Tem- the temperature.
No, no. The temperature is still singular. If you know, if you don't know how to make something plural, add e and towards the end.
Temperature and
Yeah.
yeah. The Hyoher. Ye Hyoher. The temperature. Uh, Steig. I don't know, rise.
Steigen is not wrong. Go ahead.
Steigen.
Yeah.
Desto. Uh, Meres.
Not just
Mjosta. Yeah.
no, no. Continue. Let's see what your answer is.
Desto mehr möchten Leute in Swimming Pool.
Schwimmbad.
Ja, Schwimmbad gehen.
But there is still one mistake.
Two. Nach Schwimmbad gehen.
No, if you say zum Schwimmbad, I will assume that you are walking in the direction of Schwimmbad. You will go everywhere, but you will not go inside the swimming pool. You
Okay,
know,
im
but if you say in, so that is the thing, right? After in, it is accusative. After zu, it is dative. So accusative swimming pool is Schwimmbad is there the das. If you don't, what is
das.
your bath das, right? So because das bad, das Schwimmbad. So it should be in
Yes,
Schwimmbad, right? In das Schwimmbad, ins Schwimmbad,
in Schwimmbad. Okay.
ins Schwimmbad. Okay.
Yeah.
Please tell me if I have to explain, like, why, when to say in, when to say zu.
So is zu Hause.
No, that is an exception. That is an exception. Okay, we'll talk about it. Let's cover this example. We'll talk about hmm, Desto mehr
Das
wollen Menschen in Schwimmbad gehen.
in Schwimmbad gehen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
One small question.
yes, please.
Okay, you said Olen. Okay, nothing. I was just looking like why the verb is in the end, but okay, I missed the Olen in the
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please give me the answer.
Yeah.
This time, Chandu.
Okay. A में
Please think this is the last example. Please give the correct answer. Think, at least make the position of the verb correct.
mhm. A में die Produkte ich verkaufe, desto mehr, mehr, desto mehr expect,
Replace expect. Tell me, how do you say on?
verdienen,
Yeah.
desto mehr verdiene ich.
It was
I can
can.
say
Forgot to use the modal verb.
verdiene, desto mehr kann ich verdienen.
Okay. That is all. Okay. The answer is correct. Uh, but you did not say money, right? So that's to
Mehr
may,
Geld.
may get, right? Yeah. Now I will talk about it. You don't know how to say expect? Come on. Every job that you do,
Erwarten.
Erwarten, right? Erwarten, what is the noun?
Erwartung. Die Erwartung.
The Erwartung, right? Now let's look at this example, right? So desto mehr, I wrote Geld over here. It need not be here. Desto mehr kann ich Geld erwarten. Okay. You can also say desto mehr kann ich, I say if there was, if you just want to say I can expect money, ich kann Geld erwarten, right? And I tell you
Mhm.
that, so ich kann Geld erwarten is the normal sentence. And I tell you that after desto, it should be, you should only move the verb, right, before the subject. So it should be
Mhm.
desto mehr kann ich Geld erwarten, right? Ich kann Geld erwarten, kann ich Geld erwarten. But here I have most pushed Geld over here. You can
Mhm.
do it. In fact, you should do it because it makes the sentence more clear, so that I
Mhm.
don't have to, for example, why I say this. Now we can remove, each fair, wait, what is it? Yeah. So if I can practically delete each Verkaufer. I can practically delete each Verkaufer. And also I can delete, I'm not deleting it, but you know what I mean, right? Now if I just say ये मैं product है, desto mehr Geld, it still makes sense, right?
Mhm.
And in real life, you will not hear I mean, you may hear sentences, people who are like over native German speakers, or people who just want to, like tell you, or not, who like using ye, me, desto in the form of sentences. Normally, you will just see, ye adjective, desto adjective, or ye noun, desto noun. Okay, of course, with an adjective, right?
Mhm.
So in real life, this is what is important. This grammar and all this. If you have an exam, be careful. Otherwise, don't think it's important. Yeah. Let's talk about this tsu and nak. This is A2, guys, but no problem. We can cover it right now. Let me create a new slide for it. I should go to normal. Okay, let's see. It's fine. I say ish geha. Ish comma. Let's focus on these things, right? Because these are very common parts of our life, right? You go and you come, right? Now, if you want to say ish geha, now, let's say I go to the station, I go to the swimming pool, I go to the office, and I go to blah blah. I come to the office, I come to the house, I come to the blah blah blah. Now, when you're talking about going and coming, there are two prepositions which can help you, either tsu, an. There are two more like nak and an. We will ignore nak and an for now. Okay, let's focus on tsu and an. Sorry, yeah. Let me go to normal size, otherwise it's bothering me. So I said you can use tsu in. There are two more, nak, an. Nak and an, let's ignore for them for now. Now, if you say ich gehe zu Supermarkt, okay, let's ignore the grammar for now, like what Akkusativ. If you say ich gehe zu Supermarkt, in my head, I will never imagine you. Let's say, for example, the supermarket is like 5 minutes away from our house, or like where we are right now, and you say, Rohit, ich gehe zu Supermarkt. After 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I will not expect you to be inside the supermarket because you said ich gehe zu Supermarkt. That means in my head, either you are walking in the direction of supermarket or you are going to a place which is next to the supermarket, but that place is something I don't know. Maybe you are going to like to the park near supermarket, or you're going to the small like small dinner place near supermarket. So you're just saying I'm walking in that direction. you know this is what su means. If you say, Rohit, ich gehe in supermarket, then in my head your physical body will be inside the supermarket. Okay, this is why I said schwimmbad in, because you said, like, the example was, like, the hotter it gets, je höher die Temperatur steigen, desto mehr wollen Menschen ins Schwimmbad gehen, right? So I mean, they are not just going to stand outside swimming, they will go inside the swimming pool, right? So that's why in. uh, and one thing you should remember is that with su it is dative. Don't ask why, that's the rule. And with in it is accusative. Okay, this much. Any questions over here? So if you say, like, let's consider this example, right? Let's say it is like it's almost 9:20, right? Let's say after this you don't want to cook and there is nothing at home and you want to eat something, okay? And you are very picky about, selective about what you want to eat. Not picky, but picky. You're very picky about what you want to eat, and you want to go to this dinner place or this Chinese sushi place which is near the station, right? And if I meet you and you leave, going, you just open your house door and you go out, and I'm your neighbor and I meet you in the hallway, and I'm like, hey, where are you going? Wo gehst du? So you will say, ich gehe zu. If you don't want to, if you don't want to say, like, I'm going to, either you can say, ich gehe in den Sushi Laden, or ich gehe in den Sushi restaurant, or you can just say, I'm walking in the direction of supermarket or the station. So you can say, ich gehe zum Bahnhof. But let's say, your friend called you that, I am arriving, can you pick me from the station, right? For this you will have to go inside the station, right? So then you will say in, and Bahnhof is der Bahnhof, so ich gehe in den Bahnhof. There is a difference. If you say ich gehe zum Bahnhof, that means you will be walking in that direction. After some time you will be everywhere but not inside the Bahnhof. But here your body must be inside the Bahnhof. I hope you get what I'm saying, right?
Yes, okay.
Then there are examples. You said zu Hause. This you just accept. Like when you want to say I am at home, you say ich bin zu Hause. If you want to say I'm going home, you say ich gehe nach Hause. Now, normally you use nach when you're talking about, like ich gehe nach Berlin, assuming you don't live in Berlin, right? Let's use ich gehe nach Berlin, Paris, Singapore. You know what I'm saying, right? You're talking about cities, right? Very far
Yes.
places, right? I don't think I think this was yesterday in A2 Such, right? I was watching a documentary about a girl, and she, like, her parents were not refugees, but they moved from a different place to Germany, and like they did something, and they did not study, but they managed to build some kind of small business, and they made sure that the daughter gets good education. This is true. It's a documentary of a foreign girl living in Germany, and she has now become, like, she's about to become a doctor. And the reason I'm giving the story is that you remember the topic. Okay, there is no, yeah. So, and then they take her to school, and their school, they have the scrapbooks, or like the book that people write. There is this book, and every person gets everybody, a page is assigned to every person, and people can write about, like, how do you think this person is going to be after 10 years, like this person is going to be a doctor, or like, is there something peculiar about this person. And they were talking about this, and then they meet a friend of this woman, and they say, yeah, she was always a nerd. Whenever we said we again nach alti, she corrected us. Like a friend of hers was telling us that whenever we said lass uns nach aldi gehen, or we again nach aldi, this girl who is about to become a doctor, she said it's not nach aldi, it is in aldi. So it, you can say nach aldi, but it is incorrect, because unless and until aldi is in a different place, like it's in a different city or country. Okay, You should say ich gehe zu Aldi or in Aldi. Is it clear? Uh, Nak you use when
Yes.
talking about faraway places. But there are
Okay.
exceptions, right? For example, one exception is, let me change the color. Let me make the size bigger. Yeah. For example, Hauser. This is an exception. Okay. Just accept it as it is. So when you say nach Hause, just say ich gehe nach Hause. Okay. Ich komme. Also for komme, right? Ich komme nach Hause. This is an exception. Okay. It's an exception. Just accept it. Okay. Also, you must be thinking like, why Hauser? Because the actual word is house. So this is comes from A1. You should know this from A1 that whenever after nak, it is technically dative, and when a masculine or a neutrum noun is after dative pronoun, you have to make the ending of the noun sound like a. Hauser. You don't need to know this. Just you know this by you know it from practice. You don't say ich gehe nach Haus. You say ich gehe nach Hause. Ich komme nach Hause. This then you have an. When is an important? Again, you don't really how do you say I'm going to get coffee machine, or I'm going, let's say we and I are working in the office, and I tell you that I am going to stand near the window. How do I say it? Or I am going to the window. I know it is very weird to say it. To say this, you will have to say ich gehe an
Un
Fenster, and after an also it is accusative. Fenster is there, the
Das Fenster.
das Fenster. There should be ich gehe ans Fenster. German language is very, very pretty and very sophisticated. When I say pretty, I mean it's very beautiful because and the things you cannot imagine saying in English, you can say in German, right? Ich gehe ans Fenster. Right? You can also say, so you use an, just think, again, this is not, I don't think it is the correct logic, but this is the logic I have in my head, and it helps many people to learn German. When you use an, right, think of your body being vertical to the other object. So the subject and the object are vertical to each other. Okay.
Like a nail in the wall.
Nail in the wall, then it will be in because it's actually in, right?
Photo
Okay.
on
Photo,
The
then it will
picture
be,
going
then
onto
it
the
will be
wall.
yeah, then it is on, right? Or let's say, if you already have a kid, or if someday you have a kid, right, and the kid does something and you want the kid to have a timeout, you say like, go near the wall, right? Go stand near the wall, right? So if you want to be very direct, gay an wand is there, the das guys.
there
There,
one.
It's the wand,
the
so it
one.
will become an the wand. Again, don't do this to your kid, but just telling you, like, you can, so that you remember what this is. Okay. Okay, on the one. Okay. I think this explains. Just remember with zoo and in, and remember with zoo it is dative, in it is accusative. Just remember this. Zum Bahnhof or zum Supermarkt. You remember, like, you just take, you know zum Bahnhof, in then Bahnhof. Then you will remember, right? With zum it was dative, with in it was accusative. You'll remember. Nach. Again, in real life, you can say ich gehe nach Aldi, but you don't have to say it. You should say ich gehe zu Aldi or in Aldi. All right, I think we have covered that. Any more questions you have, guys? Have we have only 5 minutes left? Any questions from any topic you feel like asking? This is the last session, guys, for this year at least. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, then you can make the
How
announcement.
about that NIST one? We thought we'll cover it today.
Which one?
Where's the place NIST?
Place missed.
Position of the NIST.
Can you repeat it? I'm not getting what you're saying.
Positioning of NIST in a statement. NIST
Missed.
in bureau. You
Missed.
have it in the agenda.
Wait. Ah, yes. Yeah. Don't really want to correct it and cover this because, how do you say? It's very complicated to explain, but very easy to understand. Use your gut feeling, guys. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
use your gut feeling. But what I can tell you, right, when it is a normal sentence, like it's a normal verb, like not trembara. When I say normal verb, I mean like a very normal verb, like
Mm-hmm.
not trembara, and that it is the only verb in the sentence. Okay, if it is the only verb in the sentence, not like like there is no other verb, like wollen or something else, werden or brauchen so something, then nicht will be at the end of the sentence. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For example, ich mag Kaffee nicht. Ich mag dich nicht. Okay. When there are two verbs in the sentence, it will be before the last verb. You know, for example, ich trinke Kaffee nicht. Ich will Kaffee trinken, ich will Kaffee nicht trinken. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, just use your gut feeling. You'll be right most of the times. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Use your gut feeling. Yeah. Uh, I just want to make this announcement. I don't know if it's relevant for you, but let's see if I can do it very quickly.